Well, good morning, YouTube. Normally I like to give myself a little bit of time on these wheels before I show you guys that I'm riding it, but oh man, I decided to go ahead and pop on as soon as I got off my block. And wow, this is my getting acclimated to the infield again, my weekend rider, if you will. But it's actually been a while since I've ridden it. I haven't really ridden it since before the Pinetop Trip. So I've literally now put 1,500 miles on that CTX since the last time I've ridden the infield. Really ridden it. Because the last time I had really ridden it, well, let's see. I rode it when I first got home, and it was almost empty tank. So with an almost empty tank, I rode it over to the gas station. I brimmed it like I've always done, and I noticed it was a little loose in the front. Hello. Tucson, Arizona is beautiful this time of year. Of course, I've got Mrs. Arizona RE on my 6. But at any rate, enough jocularity. I went ahead and gassed it up, brimmed it up like I always do. It felt a little bit loose. Took it back to the house, and yeah, no. The air and the inner tubes have been slowly eking out of it. So I think I only had about 12 pounds in the front tire. So I aired it back up. But by then something else had come up, and I never got to take it out for a ride. And almost another week went by, and I was working on some stuff in the garage. And while I'm working in the garage, I will pull the bikes out and set them in front of the house to get them out of my way so I don't bump into them, especially since I had a truck in there. And I put all 3 bikes out on the, I have like a cobblestone driveway. Put all 3 of them out there and didn't think anything about it. I'd done it many times before, but it was going to hit like 102, 103 degrees that day, Fahrenheit. And, you know, that's pretty warm. So, run, rabbit. So I didn't think anything about it. I went about my work in the garage, and then I came back out to get the bikes later that afternoon. And as I come out to get the bike, there's gasoline all over it. And I was like, son of a bitch. So what had happened was, you know, I brim it. This bike, it's always been safe to brim it right up to almost to the tippy top. I leave enough room for the little bubble dome inside the gas cap to go in, but I usually then go and ride it a long ways and at least drink half a gallon off the top, right? But I didn't that time. And so what happened was, while it was sitting outside, you know, the gasoline expanded like it does, and it got stuck in that vent on the lid, which then it acts like a vacuum at that point. It's like siphoning. So it was just squirting a little fountain of gas all over the top of my motorcycle. Oh, I don't know how long it had been going like that, but I wasn't too happy about it, obviously. It's one of those things. So yeah, word to the wise, if you have an infield, don't fill it all the way up to the tippy top unless you plan on going right out and riding it, because that will happen. But anyway, usually I wait till I've ridden this thing around for a good 20-30 minutes, maybe longer, before I come on and do a motovlog nowadays, because I haven't ironed out all my goofiness on the bike yet. But I invited you guys along this time. What are you doing? There's no fifth gear on this bike. So anyway, that's what I had in regards to getting the old Enfield going again. That mishap was my own fault. It's just silly, you know. If you're gonna brim it that high, just do it when you're gonna ride out. Honestly, there's probably not a need to brim it that high. How much more are you getting out of it? I just hate stopping for gas. That's one of those things, man. It just, if I could get away with carrying like a 50-gallon gas tank on my bike, I would. I would go an entire month without having to go to the gas station. I've never had anybody tell me that I was going too fast on the Enfield. I've never heard that.